Has the front office completely lost its mind, or did they finally learn how to play with the big boys? The asking price just leaked, my friends. 2 first-round picks and a bona fide starter. That's what the Las Vegas Raiders are demanding to even pick up the phone and talk about Maxx Crosby. Does any franchise have the guts to pay that massive haul? Plus, a $63 million star just got shown the door, and our name is already in the mix alongside the Giants and Commanders to bring him in. Does it make sense to spend big on a receiver right now? To wrap it up, free agency is about to open. We've got a mountain of cap space, and I'm going to show you the 3 most realistic targets flying under the radar for most fans. But who would turn our offensive line and secondary around like night and day? Buckle up and smash that like button, because what I'm about to tell you changes everything for the Raiders. The news broke through Diana Rossini and Mike Florio, and things are heating up behind the scenes. The Las Vegas Raiders have put their foot down and won't drop Maxx Crosby's price tag by a single dime. You want the heart and soul of our defense? The package costs 2 first-rounders and an impact player. Period. No whining, no counteroffers. My immediate reaction when I read this? I let out a massive sigh of relief. Because let's be real, we're sick and tired of watching this franchise settle for bad trades, giving away elite talent for peanuts. Demanding 2 first-rounders and a starter isn't just inflating the market, it's sending a crystal clear message to the rest of the league. We are not having a fire sale. The front office, led by Clint Kubiak and John Spytek, is finally showing they won't be played for fools by teams like the Bears or 49ers who thought they could fleece us for Crosby out of sheer desperation. The impact of this on our salary cap and roster building is massive. If some crazy GM steps up and pays that ransom, we're talking about a draft arsenal that would let us rebuild the entire team overnight, especially considering we already hold the #1 overall pick in 2026. Imagine having 3 first-round picks over the next couple of years. You build a dynasty. But if nobody pays up, and I seriously doubt anyone has the guts to empty the vault like that, Crosby stays. And if he stays, the message is that Rob Leonard's 3-4 defensive scheme keeps revolving around the most lethal guy in the NFL. My raw take? Anyone who thinks Max is worth less than that is out of their mind. The guy plays with no cartilage in his knee, delivers double-digit sacks every single year, and carries this team on his back. The front office did the exact right thing. They built a brick wall around him. They know the player wants to win, and if he's going to leave, it better finance the franchise's future for the next decade. The era of being the league's doormat is over. We're holding the reins now, and anyone who wants to sit at the table with Mark Davis is going to have to empty their wallet. This proves the new regime understands the value of its assets and won't fold to the pressure of bigger markets. If you thought the shockers ended there, brace yourself for this. The New England Patriots just showed Stefon Diggs the door after only 1 season. The guy produced over 1,000 yards catching passes from a rookie, but his $26.5 million cap hit blew up in the team's face, and they defused the bomb by cutting him. And guess who's already emerging as one of the top landing spots alongside the Giants and the Washington Commanders? Exactly, Raider Nation. We have a glaring, urgent need for a true WR1. Right now, our wide receiver room is resting on the shoulders of inexperienced kids from last year's draft, like Jack Beck and Dante Thornton, plus Trey Tucker, who is a deep threat WR3 at best. Bringing in a veteran like Diggs makes sense on paper, but that's where the debate catches fire and splits the fan base. Is it worth bringing in a 32-year-old receiver with a massive history of locker room drama? Our front office's mentality has been all about youth and culture. But when you're about to draft a franchise quarterback, probably Fernando Mendoza right there at pick #1, having a reliable elite target for the kid to throw to is the difference between immediate success and a historic bust. I don't sugarcoat things, so I'll be blunt. Diggs is a massive risk. He's going to want to be the alpha. He'll demand the ball every drive, and if the offense sputters, the pressure cooker is going to blow. However, we've got money burning a hole in our pockets. With nearly $100 million in free agency cap space, taking on a short, fat contract with him would be a classic all-in Las Vegas move. It shows the front office wants to compete tomorrow, not 3 years from now. It's a high-stakes gamble, but one that could incredibly accelerate the development of our offense under Kubiak's command. And since we touched on the subject of our truckload of cash, let's turn our radar to what really matters in free agency. Forget the big names for a second and focus on the trenches, because that's where games are won. We have over $100 million to spend, but recklessly throwing money around is a rerun we don't want to watch again. Target number 1, who is already generating a ton of buzz in the hallways, is center Tyler Linderbaum. Our interior offensive line was a disaster last season, giving up pressure constantly and tanking the ground game once again. Bringing in Linderbaum isn't a luxury, it's survival. It's the kind of surgical signing that fixes the heart of the O-line and gives the quarterback peace of mind to breathe in the pocket. The front office is reportedly willing to write him a blank check, and I fully co-sign that. Moving out of the trenches, another name in the chamber is receiver Rashid Shaheed. Remember that Clint Kubiak knows him very well? It's the classic coach connection. We need vertical explosiveness, and Shaheed brings exactly that lethal speed without demanding a premium wide receiver price tag. Imagine spreading the field with him, Trey Tucker, and the monster that is Brock Bowers over the middle. It's pure speed, forcing defenses to play on their heels. And to wrap up the radar, look at Jalen Watson. He played for the Chiefs, knows the AFC West inside and out, and has that physical style that our defensive coordinator Rob Leonard idolizes for the new scheme. Our secondary needs depth and grit. Slicing up some good money between solid cornerbacks like Watson and investing heavily in the linebacker core will turn this defense into a tough, hard-nosed unit. This strategy of going after realistic targets, focused on scheme fit rather than just buying famous jerseys, proves the front office finally stopped playing Madden and started operating like a real professional franchise. To sum up the madness, Crosby's price tag is astronomical and untouchable. Diggs fell into our laps like a dangerous temptation, and free agency promises to be smart with names like Linderbaum and Shaheed at the top of the board. The stage is set for a historic offseason in Las Vegas. Now I want to hear the truth from you guys down in the comments. Answer me this. With this whole scenario on the table, would you rather keep Maxx Crosby or burn the chance of keeping him by trading him for 2 first-round picks to go after Stefon Diggs and rebuild the offense at all costs? Drop your take down below, subscribe to the channel, and just win, baby.